Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to replace the auger cable on your snowblower. Today I'll be doing this on a CUB CADET snowblower, however the same principle will apply to many other MTD made snowblowers. The most obvious symptom you're going to get when your auger cable is broken is that you will not be able to blow snow anymore because the augers will cease to turn. On this one it's pretty obvious that the cable is broken, it will not blow snow anymore. And the auger cable is sagging over here, so if you press the auger lever, there's nothing happening. Before you start this job, you may want to find the part number of your cable. And on this one, it's found right on the cable. It's part 746042308. This makes it really easy. Now I've put a link under the video today to where you can buy this specific cable online. Now the only tools I'm going to be using today is a 7/16 socket, a 3/8 socket, an extension. This is another 3/8 socket, a good pair of needle nose pliers, and a 1/4-inch ratchet. I will also be using my cordless impact, but if you don't have one of these, just use your 1/4-inch ratchet. And it's not a bad idea to put some Loctite on the bolts when you reassemble your snowblower. And on this snowblower here, to access the auger cable, I have to remove the belt cover. And you're going to find a bolt like this on each side. As you can see, I've already loosened them up here, and there's one over here. Now you want to remove the belt cover just by pulling it carefully. Now I've already located the end of the cable, and at the end here the hook is snapped. Now it's supposed to be hooked into the hole here on the idler pulley arm, and as you can see it's totally snapped at the end here. Now to remove the cable I need to take off this bolt over here, and that's a 3/8 bolt again. Now you can pull on the bracket, and now the cable is coming off with this whole assembly. And now I need to loosen off the 7/16 bolt to get the cable off the pulley. Once you've got it loosened, just lift up the pulley. The cable will come off very easily. Now if you follow the cable, it goes to the back of the snowblower like this. There's another pulley with a 7/16 bolt. Now because that bolt is so close to the handlebars, I'm going to remove this 3/8 bolt here, slide this out so I can have this assembly in my hands. Before you take the bolt off, take notice of where the adjustment is of this bracket. And now I'm going to loosen this 7/16 bolt as well. Once it's loose enough, just bring the pulley up. And now the last place to unhook the cable is right here at the lever. All you need to do now is move the Z-bend like this and pull out. And now you can just grab the cable right from underneath. And here's a close look at the end of the cable. You can see where it's snapped. And this is what a new cable will look like. It's got the proper hook here. And I'm going to show you how to install the new cable. And what you need to do is hook that spring into this hole over here. You'll need a good pair of needle nose pliers to do this. Now position your cable like this. You want to make sure when you install the cable that you don't bend the idler pulley arm, or this could throw off your belt. So I'm going to insert the cable like this right over the arm. And I'm going to work it to the hole down here. Once you've got it in the hole, just move the cable. And there we go. That's probably the hardest part of the whole installation. Now what I'm going to do is just run the cable to the back. Then I'm going to grab the cable, run it up here. It's going to go through here. And now you want to put it into the top hole here from where you took out the old one. It's much easier if you connect the cable like I'm doing right now at the bottom here, and then on the lever, and install the other parts after. If you install the other parts first, it may be harder to hook it into the lever here because the cable will be much tighter. Now you need this part over here. You want to bring the pulley right down on the bolt like this. Now you want to insert the cable on the pulley, push the pulley up, make sure the cable's behind this part here like it is now, and now tighten up the 7/16 bolt. Once that bolt's tight, insert the part over here. Now line up the holes here, insert the 3/8 bolt. I put a bit of Loctite on it. It's not a bad idea because there's a lot of vibrations on snowblowers. And I'm going to use a ratchet and a 3/8 socket to tighten it up manually by hand. I will not be using my impact to do this because it's too easy to strip the threads. And now you need to retrieve this part here. You want to do the same thing here. Pull out the pulley, install the cable on the pulley, push the pulley back in, and now tighten up the 7/16 bolt. And now your cable's secured on that pulley. Now what you need to do is bring the bracket down here, insert it over the bottom bolt. Now I'm going to install the other bolt to where it was before. You can see by the marks on the bracket. I've also put a bit of Loctite on this bolt as well. And I'm going to tighten it up by hand manually. Now once you've installed the cable like that, check the tension by bringing the auger lever down. I can see it's a bit tight, so I'm going to show you what to do. Because that cable is too tight, I'm going to loosen the top bolt again. And now slide the bracket up so the cable is not so tight. And now retighten the 3/8 bolt. And now the tension feels much better. If your cable's too tight, you're going to cause premature wear on the cable and possibly the belt. And now when you engage the lever, you should see the parts move like this. And another tip here is when your auger is engaged, if the belt is too loose, you may need to tighten up the cable by using the bracket at the back of the snowblower. If you tighten up your cable and the belt is still too loose, you may need to replace the belt itself. And now it's time to reinstall the belt cover. All you need to do now is install the 2 bolts that hold the cover. And reinstall the bolt on this side as well. And now your cable is completely installed. And always start up your equipment when you're done fixing it to test it out to make sure it works good. So I'm happy with this repair. It worked out well. It's not that hard to do. If you follow this video, you're going to be able to do it yourself. You don't have to be afraid to attempt this kind of repair if you've never done it. Just take your time and follow the video closely. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Instagram, and have yourselves a great day.